Hello everybody and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2, Italy. So in the last episode we began designing our new battlecruiser. We have a new design for light cruisers and we are continually building our new dreadnoughts. We're slightly behind some nations in terms of size and capacity for our production of dreadnoughts, as well as, we did lose out on the battlecruiser race as well, but this time to Great Britain, which seems very appropriate. But yeah, I think we'll be all right. Just realized the two battle cruisers the French have in production are almost the same as the 8 light cruisers we'll have at the end of the production of these, and is like a few like maybe one more. If they had 3 battle cruisers, that would equal our entire heavy cruiser force, which is kind of amazing to think about. But yeah, I did look at our economy, so I'm thinking we're going to halt 2 of these light cruisers just to even out our cost a little bit. Let's go to the next month. San Marcos finished our working up, that's good. Austria-Hungary's increased their naval budget. Torpedo aiming systems have been invented for the Austro-Hungarians as well. We did put a couple of things on the reserve fleet. Could put a couple of these destroyers on the reserve fleet as well. They wouldn't save enough to really matter. I guess 2 of the Marcellas could be put on the reserve. That would help quite a bit. Okay. And then the next turn, one of our cruisers has run aground on the shore of a minor nation, demanded the ship, increased tension, but I'm okay with that. Torpedoes now have a range at speed of 2,000 meters at 28 knots, or 4,000 meters at 18 knots. I figured out how that reads and how that's supposed to represent, so. Okay, Stephen Walker's been designed. Stephen Walker, I want you to... Oh yeah, that's still finished as well. We're going with the Stephen Walker as our main line. And we'll build a single one of you because you are expensive. Generator name, which will be the Stephen Walker because it's the first one. Another coastal battery, refitting their heavy cruisers central firing. I gotta check and see how our old cruiser designs are faring. That is something I should check. The Marco Polo, open design for rebuild. You have central firing, yes you do. Did the old ones have central firing? Oh shit, you have 5 battle stars. Wow. Didn't mean to double click. I meant to open design for rebuild. They do have central range finding. Or no, is that... They don't have central finding, they have central range finding. Did I read that right on this guy? No, he has central firing. So the redesign would fix that. So we might have to do that for our heavy cruisers at some point. But we will wait. Do you think we're going to halt one of our battle or dreadnoughts just to get us a little bit of money back? We'll see how this goes. Maybe we can. A new cruiser from Great Britain has just arrived. Goodwill. Ask the politicians. Yes, because we have the prestige to spare. Unexpected advances in armor development. Nice. Gradual improvement in armor quality is nice. Baffled by hydraulic rammers. Okay. The Mulkey battlecruiser has been laid down. Mulkey class. So that actually got us to an even 0 on our economy, which is good, actually. It helps a bit. So... Okay. Double checking here. Wow, the Russians have been on a sub-building spree. They match us, and now the British overtake us. We outnumber the Austrians in light cruisers, and we will once our new line is built as well. We don't for heavy cruisers. We will have one more dreadnought than them. And it looks like we are... I don't know if they were building 2 or not. I don't think they were. I think they were. So I think we both kind of ran out of money. And we've halted one of our dreadnoughts. So we're in our own little dreadnought race down here. I really hope we can at some point match the French. I want to try and take some of the territory from the French. Our pre-dreadnought battleships are actually... pre-dreadnoughts, we outdo them in terms of size, equal them in the terms of numbers. They outdo us in heavy cruisers and light cruisers. That's something we will have to do at some point. Try and match them. Prime Minister has returned for state from Austria-Hungary, bringing up the proposal to solve work opportunity to promote. Nope. More budget and tension. Saving on the hull weight is good. Great Britain's increased naval budget. France increased naval budget. It's rumored that Austria-Hungary has halted construction of a dreadnought due to financial difficulties. Thought so. Okay. Okay, we got a little bit of spare cash. So what I'm going to do is... So if we opened for a rebuild, I don't think we could do anything. Wouldn't save that much on that. Couldn't upgrade the guns in any way. Yeah, we're just going to do the rebuild that we normally would. 12 months. And another rebuild. Get the Marco Polos up to snuff. Alright. That's good. New docks have been completed, so we are now up to 22,500, we should be. Or no, it's 2,000? No, or 23,000, so I guess it's 2,000 per dock build, I guess. I forget. Okay. So we're still building that up. That's good. In terms of finances, we are outdoing the Austro-Hungarians again. They have restarted production of one of their dreadnoughts. Should be able to keep out ahead of them is what I'm hoping. Okay. Next turn. British government offers sell us the rights for AP caps. Yes, you are our allies. There we go. AP penetration improvement. That's good. Trouble figuring out the concept of corrupt cement. Unexpected advances in ship design. Superimposed X turret. Damn it. That would have been really good. Austria-Hungary said to increase naval budget. Still behind us. We're still in a race. Still in a race against them. I think we are going to go ahead and halt construction of you just so that we can get these 3 ships off. Our first dreadnought and these 2 rebuilt cruisers. Tension between our ally group and Rising is asking for support. What would our action be? Write them a blank check. Yeah, we will honor all obligations fully. Write them a blank check. Okay, they increased their naval budget. Alright. That increased our budget quite a bit. Increased tensions by a shitload. We're at 10, so we only need 2 more for us to go to war with Russia. I didn't mean to click that. That is increased our naval budget by quite a bit, though, so that's helped us a lot. So we're going to bring you down to low. Go up to high with Russia. I guess medium with the Austro-Hungarians will be great. Okay, that's good. We got 9 more months. 9 more months. Let's keep the war off for 9 more months. So I do not feel comfortable going to war without at least 1 dreadnought. And they have a battlecruiser as well, so I'd also like our battlecruiser to be done. So that'd be more than 2 years, though. So, yeah. There's initial upheaval in Iceland. Russia is apparently sending a force there, particularly to restore order. We cannot get stuck in yet. We have to wait. We have to wait for a little while. Take control of Iceland. Gradual rate of fire increase is nice. Okay. Alright. So they now have Iceland as a possession. So I guess they must have taken over Denmark, because Iceland was... I don't know. Either way, they've taken over that area. So that's something we'll have to keep in mind. More raiding opportunities is what I'm hearing. Just double check. Okay. I had to double check that they had Finland still in one of my off games where I was testing out the Italians to see if it would be a fun playthrough to actually watch. Immediately, Russia lost control of Finland through an uprising, and it was the most funny thing I've ever seen. Another month, another increased naval budget for Russia, and a delay for their battlecruiser, which is good to hear. 7 more months. 7 more months. Could go ahead and resume construction, and I think we'll have enough that we'll be able to keep that going. Yeah. Next turn. Another dreadnought for Germany, battlecruiser for France, light cruiser for the US. Yeah, nothing more we can really do. Just gonna have to wait. Government of Great Britain has increased naval spending. Okay, new battlecruiser for the U.S. Battleship's been commissioned. North Carolina for the U.S. Austria has invented testing tank for hull form. Okay. Got a little bit of tension with Great Britain. Don't like that. I'd rather them be nice. Recent improvements in production has boosted our industrial production. Good. Ooh, that brings us almost up to 200 million a year. Our top spy has managed to get hold of the blueprints of the new Russian battlecruiser, the Ismail, under construction. Okay, what do they got? 4 turrets, 12-inch guns. So our battlecruiser has 13-inch guns, 6 13-inch guns. So I think that's... So yeah, we've got 3 turrets. They've got 8. So they've got 2 extra guns, but ours are a little bit better. I'm not sure about the quality guns. That'll matter. Also, we have no torpedo tubes. I don't think we have any torpedo tubes for the Stephen Walker. Our armor's better. I remember that. Our displacement's a little less, and we're the same speed. Okay. All right. We can work with that. 6-inch belts, 7-inch turrets, 16 4-inch guns. So 6-inch belt. Ooh, quality 1 11-inch guns. That's nice. So what do we got here? 6-inch belt compared to an 8.5-inch belt. So that's actually very good. Got better armor on the turrets as well. I think we have a better secondary armament. Okay. I think we can work with that. Alright. Almost done. Regional war seems to be imminent in the Balkans. One of our major arms manufacturers wants to step up exports to the likely belligerents. What do you say? Strong arms industry. It'll increase our budget by a bit because we went down a bit. Hopefully we don't spark a war with Russia. Diesel engines for the subs. Nice. Okay. Ooh, right on the cusp. Right on the cusp. Riding the line. Riding the line. I'm good with that. 3 more turns for that. Keep going. Keep going. Tension between our ally Great Britain and Russia is rising. Prestige down. That'll increase threat. We'll be at war with Russia. Do we want to go at war with Russia without our dreadnoughts or battle cruisers, or even half of our cruiser forces, our new light cruisers? Cannot support them this time. That'll increase tension a little bit, but hopefully we can ride the line for just a little bit longer. USA has showed a 5-year security agreement between our nations. should avoid entanglements. It'll also increase our budget by a little bit. Okay, 1 more month for the Marco Polo redesign to come off the slips. Okay. They have finished. Interest in selling rights. I'm buying the rights for triple turrets. By all means, buy the rights for triple turrets. Enables coal firing. If access to oil. We don't have access to oil. Rate of fire increase has been light cruiser armor configuration. Enables light cruiser armor configuration. Okay. 900-ton destroyers, so we just skipped the 700-ton. Advanced torpedo technology. Torpedoes do more damage. That's good. A gradual increase in shell damage. Our scientists expect promising results in a new area of research, naval aviation lighter than air. Ooh. Okay. So that's something. Alright, 1 more month and we have a dreadnought coming off the slips. We are going to go and resume the construction for the other dreadnought. So if we go to the research... lighter than air, basic. I think we're going to keep it as it is. We don't have a lot of time or money to go into newfangled ideas right now. Though in the future, that's going to become a very useful item for our arsenal. Is air power inside of the Mediterranean. It'll allow us to keep the Mediterranean under our control through air power, through land-based air bases, through land-based airstrips and air bases, and allow us to extend to use our navy as a forward strike force against enemies. It's my plan, at least. But not that I know what those newfangled flying machines are right now, since it's 1909, and it's they are very new. So yeah, actually, I forget, when did the first airplane get built? Huh. So I'm blanking on it right now. Should probably know that off the top of my head, but for some reason I'm not remembering it. Okay, new dreadnought, the Primarch Andronus, is commissioned into the Navy. Is offering to sell us the rights to the preheater. Yeah, we'll take that tech. So we now have a range of 35,000 meters, 3,500 meters at 30 knots, or 7,000 at 22 knots. Good. Has increased naval spending by Austria-Hungary. Problems in delivery equipment has delayed the construction of our second dreadnought. Commissioned in the Navy, new dreadnought. Okay. So that's being done. We'll have 6 months for this new light cruiser and 9 months for the second of the class to come through. That's good. That is good. And that is our new dreadnought, which is before the Russian dreadnought, which is great. Okay. Now I also think we should design some destroyers, since we now have a much heavier destroyer design, 900 tons. It's going to be a crowded center line. Yeah. So let's get rid of the amidship gun. Delete the gun. Okay, that's good. Cramped, let's go to normal. 30 knots is good. 3 center line mounts. Can we get that a reliability? 50 tons spare. I'm good with that. Research that. That'll be our new 900-ton destroyer with a couple of guns, and really it's kind of not a big deal. Just a couple of guns and some torpedoes. And it goes quick. It's got to go fast. So that's what it does. And we'll just... 200... We'll do 6 of those. Okay. Yeah, those are 4-inch guns on that, whereas our other destroyers had 2-inch guns and 3-inch guns. So they're better. Actually, they're bigger guns, so that works out. And they have a similar torpedo load, but they're 2 knots quicker than our 600-tonners. So that'll work out. 5 more months, and we'll have these light cruisers off of the out of the build, and we'll very close together. We'll have another dreadnought and a battlecruiser, which is going to help out quite a bit as well. Selling us the rights to 4 centerline turrets. We will take that tech. There we go. That is good. Okay, I think I'm actually okay with going to war with Russia if Great Britain wants us to. Because I can support that war now. Okay, finish the working up for our new... There we go, we're at war. Alright. Russia declines battle. Okie dokie. Let's get a couple of 500-tonners to trade protection. 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got trade protection good. Unrestricted warfare. You're going well. Activate all ships. Cease building. Gonna say the other dreadnought. And everything else will just keep going. Now as well, I want the Prisa, yeah, the 2 Prisa class cruisers to move to Northern Europe. Okay, they will move to Northern Europe. I also want them on raiders. So they will be raiding up there. And yeah, I think everything else will just go ahead and hold the Mediterranean. The British will be able to hopefully completely hold the Russians inside their territories and make them basically blockade the small area that they're in. Because it doesn't look like Russia actually has anything really deployed anywhere else that I can see. They have a battleship, a couple of heavy cruisers. 2 battleships, 2 heavy cruisers, light cruiser, and a couple of destroyers as a squadron in the Mediterranean, but we can beat that. So yeah, and unrestricted warfare, and next turn of the war. Are you sure you want to order? No. Let's go to prize rules. We'll have to get some more subs. Gradual rate of fire increase is good. Okay, nothing. Friendly merchant sunk. Okay, Italian raider has both of ours have sank 6 merchants in the Northern Europe region. Okay, that has worked out quite well actually. Subs, we're going to build some coastal submarines. I want 5. Just build them there. Okay, and everybody's coming back up to full readiness. Okay, 2 more months for the next for the Las Pliza. Okay, next turn. Nothing for the subs. Russian raider sinks 2 Italian merchants in the Mediterranean. All right. In a battle between our ally Great Britain and Russia, the battleship B Magnificent has been sunk. The British battleship. That's not good. Enemy coastal raid. Alright, we can do this. Alright, did that reset my... I think it might have. No, I think it's good. Okay. We have a heavy cruiser with some destroyers. And a heavy cruiser. Hopefully they don't... And I think they're going for Benghazi. Yep, Installation 4 down there. So they're raiding the Libyan coastline. So Marco Polo. And is the other one a Marco Polo class? I can tell by the turret arrangement. Yes. Not sure if he's a redesigned Marco Polo, though. Doesn't look like it. He's an original, so he has a -1 quality... Or no, quality 0? Let's see here. Oh, I guess he has been redesigned. I guess he's part of the rebuild. Ooh. Okay, we got destroyers down that way. I want Squadron Max down that way. Squadron Max down that way. They are moving southeast, so they are moving towards the installation and the Benghazi port. So, let's move forward. Ooh. Light cruisers and destroyers moving south. Alright. We are getting reports. Okay, they're merchants they're attacking, I think. Yeah, they're opening fire on the installation, so we have to get there. Get there and engage before they are able to destroy and take out their objective. Doesn't look like there's a lot of mines around Benghazi. It's a secondary objective. Should probably start putting a couple of coastal batteries on the Libyan colony. That might help. Okay, they're still around here. And we have a fairly good line of sight for the day. And it's before afternoon, so we have time. They are all clustered around here. So let's get down there. They're raiding a lot of the merchants. Apparently we have some destroyers down there, I think. Just said they were opening a ship on. They were opening fire on a destroyer. We spotted an unknown ship. Destroyers. We will cease their movements away. Okay. Marco Polo is moving down. Okay, we have the Imperator Nikolai. It's 11-inch guns. Heavy AA. 18 knots. 8.5-inch belt. What is even your gun data? I don't even think you can breach 8.5-inch belt. 11. Maximum gun range, yeah. It's not great, and you have 8-inch, or you have a 6-inch belt. Can maybe harass them. Try and get them out of the AO. Is it 2 battleships? 2 Nikolai class? No. Okay, Emperor Alexander. It's 12 inches, 10-inch belt, 19 knots. That is a monster. Where are our battleships? We have still yet to actually ever fight with our battleships in a battle. I'm going to point out. Okay, get into formation. We're going to try and roll on through. We might be able to survive one gunshot. Depends on their quality. 10-inch belt's pretty tough, though. Much rather fight this one. Apparently its main turret's out. 12 7-inch secondary batteries. 14 6-inchers. We have 10-inch guns, but we don't have a lot of them. We are not meant for this kind of fighting. So we are going to try and pull them into that minefield here. If we can just get them interested in us, we might be able to force them out. Oh, our destroyers are laying smoke. That's great. That is covering our exit. Okay, we are moving away from them. If we can get out of their visual range, then we can double back into Benghazi. Maybe try and hit their light forces from behind. I'm thinking they're screening them. Okay, the smoke is going down, which I think is helping. Yeah, that looks to be that. Okay. Come on, we can get through this. Pulling them away. Get into that smoke cloud. Okay, they're pulling north a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff still around there. Would love it if these guys would just kind of go north, try and cut us off, and then we can go around down here. Don't like you misunderstanding signals. Okay, they're still coming. Alright. Come on. We're losing speed because we're still going as quickly as possible. Heading down south. We're going to try and get around them. Head this way for a while. And come around and into Benghazi. And try and hit them. Go to a cruise speed. And a cruise speed. Immediately down south. Cut hard. They might still be trying to go this way, and then we can get around underneath them. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Give it a little bit. On the hour, we'll turn. We're at 1,300, 1,400 hours. We'll turn. Should hopefully be enough to get us around. We'll go to 20 knots. Speed up and try and cut in. See what else we can find here. If there's a couple of light forces inside the area, we can hit them, destroy them before their heavy ships come in, and then race back up the coast, maybe over towards Tobruk. Or up towards Rhodes. These Italian sailors will try their best to save whatever's left around Benghazi. Though I don't think they actually destroyed the installation, is what I'm thinking. No, I don't think they destroyed it. Doesn't look like it took any hits. Okay, it looks like we did bypass that large force. Hopefully there's still a small force here, because it did say, like, light cruisers and destroyers in the area. What time is it? Okay, night is falling. Squadron max 21, and let's try and race up here, see what we see. 21, race up and see what you see. We'll do one sweep before the night falls. Okay, there's still a transport floating around here. Destroyer division, that's good. What do we see? Anything here? Anything at all? Because we encountered them up here, so maybe that was them racing up and then hitting us and then going that way. Hoping it wasn't, though. Hoping they had some light forces nearby that we could find. Don't think... Yeah, don't think there are. Yeah, looks like we lost them. Or maybe that was all they had. Maybe they didn't have any light forces. It was just a lot of heavies. Yep. They had one light cruiser. We lost one merchant and a heavy damage destroyer. But we still won, because they did not get their target. So at the end of that, it looks like they were coming back. Or no, they were still trying to search for us out here. Oh. Oh, and they had something over here as well. Some light cruisers and destroyers. Okay. So maybe they were. Maybe that's what happened. There was two forces. We encountered the one crossing here. Actually, we can check the line here. All. Okay. Maybe just flagships. So okay, they went through here and then raced up, and then they went there. These guys started over here. They went through around. We encountered them here, fought. These guys came in, did their little shenanigans, went back out this way, and yeah, okay. That makes sense. Either way, we got a minor victory, so I'm good with that. We're blockading the enemy, though, so that's good, because of Great Britain. Shorten the construction time of our subs as well, because we're at war. And there's already war weariness protests in Russia. That's great. Okay, but we're way over time for this episode, but I didn't want to end it in the middle of combat. So yeah, interesting. We're finally getting some bigger ships out of the off the lines, and we're replacing some of our older designs. So it's interesting. We got some cool stuff coming up. I like our battle cruisers. I definitely think that the Primarch Endrinus is going to be kind of obsolete by the time it's actually out, but it'll be something. The next ones we'll be able to design will be far better. But yeah, so thank you for joining me for this episode. If you like it, please leave a comment down below, so hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, consider the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and Patreon page. And I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye!